about a year ago. I haven't paid for a flight since. So if you like flying business class, or you like flying in general, I would highly recommend you consider the American Express business card.
And you get 55 days free credit if you own the business card. So it's a good thing for business owners. Great.
In that circumstance then, picking up that idea of 55 days, which creates better cash flow, what are some of the challenges that businesses tend to face when it comes to cash flow, and what do you think are some of the best ways to work yourself out of a cash flow challenge?
Well, at this conference in Brisbane, a couple of hundred people in the audience, a man stood up and he's in the business, I've never heard of this, he's in the business of selling machines that shoot confetti into the air. I mean, how good is that? I mean, what do you do for a living? I have confetti shooting machines. Anyway, apparently there's a business out there. Now, but he's a lovely man, but he stood up in the audience, and it was a difficult moment because he said, I had this one of the biggest deals of my life. We had to send 330 pounds of confetti in the air, and he said, we did our job and it all went perfectly. And he said, and then I went to collect my money, and the client said he couldn't pay me until he got paid. And there was that sort of silence in the audience. And it reminded me that in terms of business and cash flow is a whole different subject, and I think cash flow is the biggest challenge for small business, and it's often because your terms of business aren't right, you're not. But the root cause of bad terms of business, and that guy saying yes, was no sales strategy, no sales and marketing strategy, because I always felt the best insurance for good terms of business was being able to say no. And you only can say no to a customer that won't honour your terms of business if you have a bunch of other customers lining up behind them, because your sales strategy is strong. So actually it's interesting to think that you think cash flow has nothing to do with sales. It damn well does. Strong sales strategy, lots of customers coming at you means you set your terms of business and you stick to them, and you know you can say no if you have to.
And many of us sit in admiration of the fact that you've managed to be one of the people that can say, I started a unicorn. Now, we grew a business up to $1 billion in revenue, whether it be ABC Mouse or Talent 2 today or Morgan & Banks previously. What's the difference between being stuck in that medium-sized business chasm, doing 8 to 10, 12 million a year and catapulting yourself to that next level? What's the difference?
I don't know. I mean, really, in my first business, it was a journey, and it happened over 14 years, so it wasn't like overnight success. Unlike every other person who's done reasonably well, you ask them, how did you find out they're not an overnight success? There's no such thing. And by the way, we had a few failures on the way. So I think it's step by step. The comment I'd make about growing a business and scaling it is you've got to be in the right sector. So I took the view that if I'm going to put a lot of time and energy into a business, I want to be in a sector which could allow it to grow if I did everything on my side well.
Yes.
So, I didn't go into a business where we sold pink thimbles to leprechauns. So, you get what I mean. So, I think it's very important to look at scale market, and you might have a great product, and you might think your business is not scalable, but maybe there are other customers or sectors you should go into. So, but I think then it's just about duplicating. So the thing I would say is you look at what's making you successful, and then you repeat those successful actions. It's not a big strategic aha. I mean, for us putting jobs online, I was around in 96 when you had to go to Melbourne to get an email address or a domain name, and you had to write it in a book at Melbourne University. Honestly, I got our first domain name from an academic in Melbourne University who wrote morganandbanks.com.au in a book. Anyway, so timing is everything. And putting jobs online was pretty revolutionary, but there'll be lots of revolutions coming, and you'll be around there. So seeing that was helpful. But really, our business was like any other business. We grew, we were 10 people, then we were 50 people, then we were 150 people, then we were 2,000 people. But year on year, it grew, and we hit a recession in 1990, and we, had to go back, but we held on. And we came out the other side. So a journey.
So if you, being a successful investor, if you had a crystal ball, which many of us do not, but you're looking